Hello friends, welcome back to Home Sense with Nell. Today I'm super excited to plant my lemon tree in my front yard. Here on my channel we talk about DIYs, home decors, product hauls, gardening, and basically everything related to making your home your sanctuary all on a budget. If that's your thing, please subscribe. So guys, I have been so excited to get this tree in the ground. My little Eureka lemon has been in a pot for about a year, and I know that fruit trees can grow perfectly well inside of pots, but I really always had a dream of having a lemon tree in my front yard. So today my husband said that he had the time and he would go ahead and help me get it planted. So first we begin by cutting the landscape fabric that we had placed down to try to control the weeds. As you can see, our soil here is pretty solid and heavy. It's not quite clay, but in my opinion, I would call it clay-like. I live in Zone 10 in Southern California, so I really appreciate my husband's help in this part of the job. Now, not having a garden mentor close by, I rely on a lot of YouTubers to learn some important gardening tips. And one thing M.I. Gardner said was that when planting fruit trees, you should plant them into a square hole rather than a round one, because a square hole will keep the roots from becoming root bound. So we tried our best to get this hole square, but during this digging process, we realized that we were digging really too close to one of our drainage lines from the house. So we had to move our hole over slightly. So it ended up pretty much being a round hole. We were able to get it about 1.5 to twice as wide as the root ball. So here I'm trying to remove the root ball as gently as I can from the pot. Now, following a lot of gardeners' advice, I didn't want to bury the root ball lower than the soil level in my yard. So I'm doing my best to get that evened up. And also situating the tree so that it looks nice and stands up straight. Now, I had purchased a bag of Kellogg's raised bed and potting mix from Home Depot, and the instructions on there were to mix the potting mix with the native soil half and half. So that's what I did in this green bucket. And next I'm just backfilling the hole with my soil mixture. And as I'm backfilling the hole, I'm pressing down on the soil to eliminate any air pockets. From what I understand, if there are air pockets in your hole, then the roots will become exposed and they'll die off. So you definitely don't want that. So after I finished backfilling the hole, I went ahead and gave the tree a good water. And since I planted it, I've been watering it twice a week and just maintaining the soil moisture. Damp but not soggy. Now I've heard mixed different things about staking your trees. Some gardeners say not to stake the trees because it promotes them to become stronger. They have to deal with the wind and they have to deal with the environment, and supposedly not staking them will make the trunks a lot more strong. However, other gardeners say that you should stake it in order to encourage the straight, upright growth. So I decided to go ahead and put the stake in, and I probably will leave it in for a year or so. After I watered it, I went ahead and covered the area with mulch to try to retain the moisture. But I was careful not to pile the mulch up directly to the base of the tree trunk. And there's my beautiful tree. I'm so excited. It's been years I've been wanting a lemon tree, at least 5 years. So I'm really, really happy with this. I can't wait to harvest those lemons. And now, guys, I want to give you a quick update of my backyard garden boxes. I last planted some seeds, I believe it was in September. And on the right side of this box, I planted lettuce seeds. On the left side of the box, I planted pepper seeds from my coworker's garden. And unfortunately, the pepper seeds did not sprout, but the lettuce seems to be doing pretty well. It's very tasty. One thing I did notice about my lettuce as opposed to store-bought lettuce is that my lettuce will wilt a lot faster. It's almost as if you need to pick it the day you eat it. If I try to pick it and store it, it just wilts. I guess that's what you get with organic. And here's a planter box that my husband and I built last summer. I'll leave an iCard above if you want to see that video, that how-to video. And now my red leaf lettuce is looking really nice. We haven't tried that yet. Surprisingly, I have a small beet plant there. And beets are one of my favorite vegetables, so I can't wait to harvest that. More lettuce. This big one has come back quite quickly since I harvested most of the leaves. There's another beet plant, I believe. And this is my pride and joy, my chard. This is a delicious vegetable. If you guys have never tried chard, it's great in soups. It's great to saute. I mean, it's just a wonderful, mild tasting, very, very healthy vegetable. And there's more beets. And some more lettuce. That was my little jalapeno plant. It produced one jalapeno pepper for me, and that was all. So I don't know if maybe it was in the wrong part of the yard, didn't get enough sun, I'm not sure. And I notice a trend. Okay, my peppers don't seem to grow so well in this spot. Right here in front of me is a green pepper plant that never produced. I am excited about this cilantro, and the reason why is because I've never harvested seeds before, but I think I'll be able to harvest these cilantro or coriander seeds and save them for future planting. Oh, my tomatoes have seen better days. This was a indeterminate tomato. Last year I planted a determinate variety. I wanted to see how big and how vigorously that would grow. I have some weeding to do in here, I can see, but my green onions are doing really well. I literally never have to buy green onions again. I just come outside, snap off what I need, and it just regenerates within a week. This was a delicious broccoli that we harvested and ate, and I see little tiny broccoli buds forming on the sides. I believe I planted that in October. Now this is a collard green plant that was given to us by a coworker. I'm going to go ahead and put that in the ground in a couple of weeks, but that seems to be doing just fine. Can't wait to harvest those. And this broccoli, for some reason, went to seed so quickly, or went to flower so quickly. It bolted. I don't know why. It hasn't been hot. It's been really cool, actually. So I'm not sure, but all the broccoli that I planted behind the vegetable bed has bolted. On the plus side, though, the broccoli flowers are very, very tasty. They're just like a slightly sweet, very delicate broccoli flavor. Even my son tried them and said that they taste pretty good. Oh, there's my helper again. So that's pretty much it, guys. I hope you enjoyed my update of my little backyard garden. And yes, I hope to see you next time on my channel, Home Sense with Nell. Thanks for watching.